got there 5 years ago, they had about 100, 150 members. Now they have between 350 and 400 members.
Right. Amen.
And I want to tell you, if you get an opportunity, you're in Marion, go there for worship, and you'll be uplifted. But I'll tell you quite frankly, I've been uplifted so far. Amen. I don't know how you can't be happy hearing this many voices singing praises to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'll tell you one more little story. It seems like I got to do that, don't I? And I'll let Russell speak. I contacted Jeff back at the beginning of the year to see if we could start doing some things together. Try to bring some unity and work together to glorify God. And I want to say, East Perry Street's blessed to have Jeff. He's a good man. He's got a lot of energy. He's got a lot of drive. He's got a lot of talent. And I'm blessed with the opportunity to know him. And it was no sooner did I get off the phone with him, and I got a call from Russell. And they got a large congregation, and they're wanting to help a struggling small congregation. They want to do mission work, but not overseas. They want to do it here in Ohio. Because the churches of Christ in Ohio are dying. And I thought it was ironic that he called no more than a week after. So I shared with Russell what we all are doing. He was encouraged by that. He wanted to help. One of the things he wanted to do was come and speak. And it seems like that was just a couple weeks ago, and here it is, May. And he's here. So without further ado, Russell, I'll let you speak.
Good morning, church. Good morning. Oh, it's good to be here. Isn't it good to be here? Aren't you excited to be here? I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this. I'm like a little boy in southern Tennessee. His father ran a country store, and he sold some good sour molasses, sold it in a drum. And whenever anybody come in to get some sorghum and molasses, and the top be left off, he'd reach down and get some. That was good. But the bottom got lower and lower. One day, he reached in, and he fell in. And he come up and he said, God, make me big enough for the occasion. Well, I feel that way today. God, make me big enough for the occasion. I'm excited about being here. And I'm glad to be a part of this joint worship service of God's brethren, God's people, and in the good town of Sandusky. Our involvement here in Marion, we have no intention other than supporting God's people. That's nothing else, Meadowlawn. We want to help you out over the summer, supporting a minister. We'll help him out to grow, and that'd be a blessing to you as a church. Nothing more. I grew up in a church in Colorado. We had about 35 people. I know what it was like, and I always appreciated any encouragement that I could get as a young man in the church that God blessed me in. And that's all we want. We just love God's people. I love Ohio. I love the brethren in Ohio. I've been involved in men's retreats for many years, and I have a passion for the Lord's church. But let's do something here. That's why we're here. And I just have counted the blessing of the brethren of Meadowlawn and the brethren of sisters from East Perry Street that we can come together and we can praise our God this great day. Now, many of us are fans. How many are fans? How many like Cleveland Browns? Let me see. Oh my, oh my. How about the Indians? How about the Bengals? Now, many of us are fans. When our team is doing good, we're really rooting for them. Go! Go! Yeah! But when they don't do so good, we kind of lose interest, don't we? When you lose interest, what do? You leave at halftime. You leave at the 7th inning. I mean, you just leave. You don't want to stay around. I mean, you sell your gear. You get on the radio and you're an expert on what's wrong with the team. I mean, that's the way it is. Now, the question is, what decides whether you're a fan or a follower is whether they're winning or losing. Are you a fan or a follower? You realize that Jesus was we determine whether we're fans of His or followers by the same way? Whenever your commitment is tested, it determines whether you're a fan of Jesus or you're a follower of Jesus. Crowds would come following Jesus. You remember Matthew, John 6? The crowd came following Jesus. And then Jesus had been feeding them. And then they wanted to be fed again. And Jesus wouldn't feed them again, did he? And what happened to the crowd? They all left. You see, they were fans. They were not followers of Jesus. But John and Matthew was still around. And John was still around. And Peter was still around. And Jesus said, "Are you also going to leave me?" And they said, "Lord, where else can we go? For you have the words of life." You see, Peter was a follower of Jesus. Sometimes we're just fans of Jesus. It means sometimes when you're a sports fan, you're on the wagon. And when they're doing good, you're with them. But when it doesn't go the other way, it begins to separate. It's easy to be a fan of Jesus when things are going good. You got your job. Money's going good. Relationships are going good. Everybody's happy. I can cheer Jesus. Go Jesus. Well, what about when things aren't going so well? What about when you don't have a job? What about when your money is tight? What about when relationships aren't good? What about you hear from the doctor what you didn't want to hear? Are you still a fan of Jesus? Or are you a follower of Jesus? You see, the followers are going to stick with Jesus no matter what. Right. Luke 14, Jesus says, "If anyone comes after me and does not hate his father and his mother and his brother and his sister, he cannot be my disciple." Now, that's a hyperbole. Something said to the extreme. What Jesus is saying, listen, folks, brothers, if I'm not number one above your mother and your father and your brother and your sister, then you cannot be my disciple. You got to put me first. I've got to be first and foremost above everyone. Now, you see, a fan will leave. He draws a line in the sand. This is how you determine the difference. The fan, he'll stick with the parents rather than following Jesus. The follower, he sticks with Jesus no matter what. You ever heard of a DTR? Every young couple is going to have a DTR. There comes that time and that relationship, they have what they call the DTR. Young men run from the DTR. We don't want to, they talking about the DTR. She wants to have a DTR. She wants to define the relationship. Are we serious or not? Are we just dating here? Are we going to get serious and get married? We define the relationship. Now you see, we don't like that define the relationship. Young men, they don't even want to say it, define the relationship. We want to just say the DTR. Because it comes down to, when you define a relationship, we're talking about commitment here. Jesus wants you to define your relationship. Are you a follower of Jesus or just a fan? Are you committed to Jesus or you just like going through the emotions? Which one is it? Are you in or out? And so here, in this Luke chapter 9, verse 23, Jesus would say these words: "Anyone who would come after me, he must deny himself and take up the cross and come after me." You deny, it means you stop thinking about yourself. You stop looking to yourself. You don't even give yourself any consideration. You got to deny yourself. And you got to take up the cross and come follow me. Take up the cross and follow me. What does it mean to take up the cross of Jesus? What's involved for you as a disciple of Jesus to take up the cross? I mean, put the cross of Jesus on your back and say, "Jesus, in Sandusky, Ohio, I will carry the cross. No brother or sister might not go with me, but I'm going to carry the cross. I'm going to go with Jesus. I'm going to do what Jesus wants." What does it mean? Number one, it requires sacrifice. Did you hear me, church? It involves sacrifice. I mean, there's a sacrifice here. It's a willing obedience. Luke 9, important word there.